back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Today it's just myself. Unfortunately, Silence is a little bit unwell today, so we're going to just do a few bits and bobs on the server here and just try and have a little bit of fun, do some building, and just generally play a little bit on our own and see what we can get done in his absence. So, not really much to update this week. Haven't had much time to play outside of the stream last week, so not much to report. As you can see, everything's still ticking away nicely, and everything's looking quite good. One thing we have done is, if we go into research here, we have unlocked a new research. We unlocked botany pots. Now, way back in one of the earlier episodes, we were saying how this playthrough is probably going to be the sort of anti-botany pot playthrough. We're not going to do any botany pots. However, we've come to the realisation that whilst we can do a lot of things with create and that kind of thing, which is fantastic, there is a few things that basically you can only grow en masse, which you're going to need for the crystals, if you do it through either botany pots or the phytogenic insulator. Now, the issue with this is it's a whole extra research, and we'd have to unlock thermal expansion. So before we did botany pots, it was going to be 42 for thermal expansion, then another, I think it was like 24, this was at the time, to unlock this as well, rather than botany pots just costing us 24. So just to save on needing to do so much with regards to the research, we decided to go with botany pots, but we're going to only do things in botany pots that we have no other choice but to do. So things that can be done in another method. So if we can do something through a create farm, for example, we'll do a create farm. If we can do it through mechanism, we'll do it through mechanism. Only if like one of the other mods we've not got is, one of the other mods, that we have got can't do it, then we will build a botany pot. Now, the thing with that is we need somewhere to put the botany pots. So I am thinking we make a nice botanical greenhouse, probably over here next to the other like modern building here. So if we kind of go Victorian botanical greenhouse style. So I'm going to need to level off some of this ground with some dirt, and then we're going to build that here and sort of next to the other farms, I think is the plan. Before we do that though, let's go and open some chests, some crates, because I have been doing a lot of bounties whilst we've been away. I've been running plunder revolts and doing a few bounties, and there's 4 that I've done that I've not opened yet, so let's do those first and see what we got, because I cannot remember what the bounties were even for. Okay, a few bits of gear, some okay-ish jewels, some steel, nice. Okay, so some pretty good stuff. I did genuinely just forget what we actually had the bounties in the bounty chests, but all in all, not awful stuff. Pop all that in the computer. Another 68 knowledge essence, some money. We're doing pretty alright, and we've got 544 gold now. Yeah, we're doing alright for stuff. And we also ran a couple of vaults, plunderer vaults, and the best thing we managed to get is we got 20 echo ores from running a couple of vaults that were nether themed, and the echo spawns more commonly in nether themes, so we grabbed those, and that was super. I think there's 2 there. We got 2 of the ones from Achromatic Cave as well, so we've got quite a bit of echo to restock the echo that we used, because we were down to like, I think we've only got 12 left, because we made a few special crystals which cost us a lot in echo ores. So yeah, it's been a productive week, but we're not really done much around the base or anything major to update. It was just a couple of smaller things. Let's have a look here. Rubbish sword, rubbish boots, rubbish leggings. They can all go away. They can go in the computer. And right, we need to grab some blocks. So first of all, we're going to need some dirt, because we need to level off that ground. So let's grab a bunch of dirt and go do that first. The temptation is to grab building gadgets. Where is it, that one? And then we could place it with this, but I don't really want to spend the resources on that right now. So we're not going to bother. So we'll just do this by hand. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Let's try to think how big I want to do this, as to how much I need to level it off. I'll do this top bit first, and then I'll grab some stone bricks and sort of see. I'll lay out a rough guide of how big I want it. I vaguely know the design I want to go with, so we'll see what we get. Right, that'll do for now. I think this is enough space to be going at. Now, we need building blocks for doing the actual build. So I think just the general bottom of it's going to be done out of stone bricks. I don't know how many we've got in the system. More than enough, I think. So we'll grab some of those. Grab some stone bricks. Can I make cracked stone bricks? Stone bricks. Probably if I put them into this. Stone tiles. Maybe not. Oh, I can cook them. That'll turn them into cracked bricks. I think it might be nice to have the occasional just broken one, just because it looks a bit interesting. Can this cook them, is the question. Yes, yes it can. Perfect. Wait for that stack of 64. And voila, that is 64 cracked stone bricks. Perfect. Now, I have a bit of an idea of what I want to do with this, so let's just get templating. I think so out here, gonna want it roughly in the middle, yeah, about here I reckon. So the door is gonna be there, and then we'll actually let's double door it. Why not? So the door's gonna be there. And it's going to go out into the main body of the thing. That can then be double window, triple window. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've legitimately not made our little thing big enough. That is not ideal. Is this going to be too big? To be fair, I think this is actually going to be a bit too big, so let's not go quite so extravagant. So we've got the doorway, then we've got sides. So we're going to go in here. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. 2 off that side. It needs to be a good size, but it doesn't need to be too ginormous. And go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of that one. Door still. Yeah, that works. I don't want it too close to this, you see, because I want it to be a nice gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to come out the back here a bit, like that. so that's the outline of the whole building. Just go around and put a few cracked bricks in places just to give it a bit of texture. Not too many, it just gives it a little bit of something. You can be a cracked brick, and so can you. Just gives it that little bit of extra texture. We need one over here, or one or two over here. So kind of whatever side you look at it from, you've got just a little bit of extra texture, but nothing too major. These probably aren't going to remain as stone, but they're just guides for now. Okay, I think that about works for the bottom. Now it's about shaping the top, which is the slightly more challenging approach. We've got 62 slopes left from the previous build, which is made out of these, which is made out of those. So we've got plenty of slopes there. We're going to need regular glass. We're going to need some glass panes. As well. Let's grab a few stacks of those for now. We can always come and grab some more if we need them. Now it's also a question of what do we do for like the framework, because we're going to want it to look pretty good. Can I make a glass floors table? I'll put this over here for now, but it's eventually going to get moved outside. And now we can make all kinds of interesting glass and all kinds of interesting panes, which is sort of exactly what I want. I don't want it to be too busy, but I want it to have some texture to the glass, not just be all smooth all of the time. See, I quite like these black ones. It's a shame they're not available in like a green, like an oxidized copper or something. That'd be nice. What have we got in these bad boys in here? So let's see. Ooh, see that's what I want. Do they not have that in panes as well? Right, okay. So let's see what this looks like if we do them for the corners, maybe? Or them. Let's try these. And I can change them around as well, so if I make a full stack and then I don't like it, I can always change it back, so that's good to know. And then do this one, and I think out of these we want to go slightly different and do them ones, because they're like not got any grey in them, so we'll give that a go. So my thought process is we go, don't need that, my thought process is we go on the bits that need more structure, we do that, so like at the front. So that then creates your thicker segments, and then we get, these might not work, but let's have a see. Let's put the glass blowing table down. Then in the middle bits we do that. These might be too busy though. Ooh, that's an idea. We can mix plain and regular together to create patterns. Ooh, I do quite like that, you know. So if I do 1, 2, 3. because then it's not just solid glass all the way around. It's got a little bit of something to it. I quite like that. Yeah, let's go with that. Door-wise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck this in here. And I'm going to get a slightly different shaped one for the door. Yeah, that works. The door needs to be too high, so we do that. And the door's then going to fill in there, and that's all fine. Let's see what this looks like if we go around and do the whole thing. I wonder, so at the minute we've got these in the corner. If I take those out and I replace them with, what's a good matching colour that's a different colour? That's a bit too dark. What about the pink? Let's just see what this looks like. If I was to make the frame same texture, different colour. Ooh, now we might be onto something here. Oh, I did not make enough. I need four more. Bad at counting. Yeah, it just creates that extra, like, difference. Okay, wonderful. There's going to be a lot of me fiddling just to get it how I want it looking. Just got to try and make sure that the building's open enough. You know, a greenhouse needs to have a lot of light. A greenhouse needs to have, you know, it needs to look opening and lovely. So I want to make sure that the windows are big enough to kind of display that. So we're still going to taper them in at the top like we had here, but I'm going to do them one higher, I think. And then the roof will kind of come in around them in that shape. That's the plan anyway. Don't know what to do about this. Maybe just do solid on that. Yeah, that works. Let's get this side done. And then we can worry about what else we're doing. So let's go up 2 more for now. Whoops. And then let's see if this plan of mine is going to work. So we're going to come in on this one instead and do this in the hopes that it creates a sort of, yeah, like almost an arch window but in square. I feel like once this is finished, it's either going to be quite cool looking or a giant mess. We will find out when it's finished. Okay, so that's the general greenhouse. I think that looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with that. It's got the nice clear bits, but then also a nice texture everywhere else, nice colours. Now it's doing the shape of the roof. Now this is the bit that I'm kind of taking a little bit of inspiration. There's a I think it's in Austria, there's a botanical greenhouse that has, I'm pretty sure it's in Vienna. It has kind of like curved sides, which basically I would never going to be able to do in Minecraft because it doesn't, you can't get the angle right. But it's got like curved-ish sides and then like a little, almost like a pagoda top. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do some curvature up and then put the pagoda top in this bit. There There we go. That then creates a nice pointy roof for us to go onto. Have I made a mistake here? Oh, I have. I have made a boo-boo. Because we still need to do the roof on the outside. Okay, theory works. We just need to make it higher. We have made a small mistake, but that is fine. So basically, we still need to make the roof on the outside, don't we? So if we put this at this level, the roof would then be taller than this. So let's do the roof around the outside first, and actually use our smart brains. Use our smart brains to do this properly. Is the different heights going to look weird? I don't think it is, actually. No, we're going to go with that, I think. Now we can work out what we're doing with this guy. And this is going to meet that here. So then this is going to be up. So it'll be one on the side, two on the front. Okay, that's spot on. Right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not convinced by my own design, but we'll find out if it's an absolute disaster fairly soon. What do these look like if I put these in the roof? No, you can't go horizontal with them, can you? It's going to have to be solid glass, which we're going to need to go get some of because we're running out of glass. We've used quite a bit. Reach those. Oh, up we go onto the roof again. Actually, they could be pains, couldn't they? And then we build the same roof design as before, only this time with the blocks we actually intended. At the height we actually intended. And then switch out to these. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. I quite like this. I'm not sure if it's a bit busy. Let's take down the scaffolding and have a look. We might need to inject a little bit more regular glass into it. We'll find out. I mean, it looks like a greenhouse. It looks like a greenhouse. I'm just not sure if we need a little bit more regular glass in the roof, maybe. Maybe it's a bit too busy. It's got good texture and shape. Let's have a Let's just shove some scaffolding back up at the front here. I mean, I started out with the idea of trying to make this look like that Austrian lad, and I mean, in that it's a greenhouse, it looks the same. Beyond that, basically nothing. It's just we've not been successful in that mission, but hey ho, these things happen. It does look a little bit like a glass church. Maybe it's a church to our Lord and Saviour, Glass Jesus. We don't know. Who are we to judge? Gleesus, yeah. Glass Jesus, Gleesus. I've heard he's a real pain. Ironically, I think the roof actually needs less clear and more colour. So we're going to do that on these end ones, I think. Right, let's have another look how this works now. Can I get to there from here? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah, I think having a bit of extra clear in there has made it a bit more, I don't know, just look a little bit more as it's intended to, I guess. Does it look too much like a candy cane village with all the different colours? I really don't want to go around and have to take all the red out, but would it be better if the red was grey, or if the green was grey? Let's go to the roof and have a look from up there. I quite like it. Let's get some plants in it, get the paths around it and stuff. Okay, yeah, now it's got paths, it's got fences, it blends in with the landscape a little bit better. It doesn't look too garish on the old map here. We are going to have to run cabling across there underground through the other ones, so we could got some way to gather up our stuff, but that should be easy enough to do. Yeah, I like it. I think it's worked out quite well. The light pops nicely on it.